Hi everyone, this is Tisch Aitken, and it's August 25th, 2020, and I'm doing a quick check-in to talk about what's happening with the heavy Mars energy and to discuss the full moon that occurs on September 2nd. So Mars, which is the planet of war and vitality and life force and passion, is slowing down and getting closer to the Earth, and it has been in combat and conflict with the planets in Capricorn. So it squared Jupiter, the planet of expansion, on August 4th and expanded this Mars energy for all of us. And then on the 11th of August, it fought with Pluto in the sky, which is the planet of power and transformation, and is also the higher octave of Mars, and that's very belligerent energy and combative. And then yesterday on August 24th, Mars squared Saturn, the planet of restrictions and the ruler of the sign of Capricorn, and that's very frustrating energy. And Mars stations retrograde on September 9th at 28 degrees of Aries, and it officially stations direct on November 13th at 15 degrees of Aries, and Saturn stations direct on September 30th at 25 degrees of Capricorn. So they're, in conflict with one another for a while. Saturn is slowing to station direct, and Mars is slowing to station retrograde, and that is not a fun energy, and it's very challenging and feels very held back and very restrictive. And we've been all working with such a cardinal year of getting things accomplished in a year of restrictions and limitations, and we've all really had to work hard in this tough time. But I think with this, it's not that many of us have a choice of not working or getting things done. We're going to have to move ahead, but trying to seek some balance in that energy and trying to recharge if we're able, trying to work with the anger that inevitably is coming up for everybody in some form. And we will see that in many different instances this fall of people lashing out on the world stage, in our own lives, and in our friends' lives, and our clients' lives, whatever it might be. And so finding a healthy way to deal with that, getting more rest, channeling the anger into passion to do something. Maybe you're learning something, whatever it is, because it is going to be tough. And just knowing that that energy is strong even as we begin the month of September. And so it is really frustrating. And we've got the wildfires in California, which is horrific, and my thoughts and prayers go to everyone. But that is another example of this really heated Mars energy, as well as fighting in many different parts of the world right now. And so it's a really tough energy. But Mars does love being in Aries. It just doesn't love fighting with planets of limitations, and it doesn't love being retrograde. So find a way to balance this, to restore your energy, to meditate, to work out, to return to habits. Retrograde, return to things that are healthy expressions of Mars, and look up Mars and healthy energies of it. Sex, working out, meditating, whatever it is, but try to find a way to find a healthy expression of it. And so now, with that said, we have a full moon that occurs on September 2nd at 1:22 a.m. Eastern Time at 10 degrees and 12 minutes of Pisces. And it's a very sensitive and emotional sign. It's ruled by the planet Neptune, which is the higher octave of Venus. And in the higher level, it's empathy and compassion and spirituality and creativity. On the lower level, or the more challenging level of Neptune, it's delusion, it's confusion, it's deception. So, this full moon is a good time to manifest and to morph the anger into magic, because I always feel when one is going through heavy Neptune cycles, I always tell them, or I try to remind myself if I'm experiencing one, to meditate, to manifest, to chant, to do things to raise the vibration, to try to daydream, to try to journal, to try to tap into your imagination and your creativity and manifesting. And I definitely recommend doing it with this full moon. This full moon has some really beautiful aspects and some more challenging aspects, but it's definitely always a time of bringing things to light, and especially in the sign of Pisces, which can be hidden matters. And the full moon, let's see, it makes a the new moon, the full moon forms a sextile, which is an aspect of opportunity, to Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And that's a really nice, innovative energy. The sun in Virgo that day does trine Uranus, which is incredibly innovative and ingenious energy. So tapping into that while you're manifesting, while you're writing down things you want to let go of and release, because the more you're letting go of things and releasing, the more you're clearing space to manifest and bring something new in. So really focusing on that in general, whether it's saging or burning Palo Santo or cleansing crystals, or going to the ocean or taking baths, whatever you can do to release the energy, particularly with a full moon in Pisces. And so I think tapping into the innovation, the sun trine Uranus, and there's a grand trine, which is it's a triangle. The sun trines Uranus exactly, so very innovative, and the two trine Jupiter in Capricorn at 7-degree orbs. So that's Jupiter is higher wisdom and manifesting and faith and optimism. So we've got a grand trine in Earth, which help us to structure what we want to manifest and release. We have the full moon itself. The moon makes a beautiful sextile to Uranus, helping us to, come up with innovative ideas. We've got Mercury in the sign of Virgo. Mercury in Virgo, trining all the planets in Capricorn, which is really stabilizing and helpful energy. But Mercury is also forming an opposition to Neptune, and Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. And again, it can represent secrets, and full moons do bring things to light. So you can expect that very likely there can be information that comes out in the beginning of September, something maybe you didn't know about, whether it's on the world stage or in your own life, or both, because Mercury opposing Neptune, and the moon itself is conjunct Neptune, albeit at a wide orb. It's 9 degrees, but so there's a very strong Neptunian energy. So it's also excellent. Neptune to Mercury can be confusing and very sensitive. So you can expect people to feel very wounded and really feel the pain. And that's actually a positive thing, because there's so many reasons to feel the emotions, and in order to heal, you really do have to face the pain, as hard as that is. And we are all going through major transitions this year and restructuring, and it isn't fun, but good things are coming from it in many cases, and will evolve into other things, I think, and I think we just have to work with what we're working with, and it's tough. I feel it right now as I'm doing this video. I'm having trouble focusing in general the last couple of days. I feel burnt out by this year, and I'm sure many of you do, but we have to keep charging ahead, and another thing that's happening on the day of the full moon is that Venus in Cancer rather, makes an exact opposition to Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, and that's a turning point. So full moons can bring endings and fruition to things, and release and completion. There can definitely be breakups with this full moon, with Venus, the planet of love and relationships, opposing Saturn, and that could restrict and end something. It could be issues with finances, or financial issues, because Venus also represents money and finances. But it could be a turning point. Maybe you find out something that's been blocking a relationship or that needs addressing. And this is good energy for, again, tapping into manifesting what you want to heal, and there's so many things to heal right now. And also reflecting on how you can take care of yourself this fall with Mars retrograde, with Mars in combat with the planets in Capricorn, because Mars will be clashing with these planets again in the fall 2 more times this year. So it's not going to be easy. And Mars is also meeting up with Eris, the goddess of discord, and the sister of Mars in Aries. She's a part of this story too. So there's a lot of heightened Mars energy. Pisces is a very gentle, emotional, and psychic water sign. And so we need to also cleanse the energy. There's been so much fire recently, and we're still in a very cardinal year. And, with Venus opposite Saturn, you've got Mars squaring the planets in Capricorn. Venus is also opposite Pluto. There's a lot of cardinal energy still very much very strong in the sky. So we're not done. We're not done with that for the rest of the year. By the end of December, we will be shifting to a very fixed energy for 2021. We'll be dealing with themes around fixed signs. But this year has been cardinal as can be, and it's not done. Mars is retrograding in a cardinal sign. So we need a mutable full moon in Pisces. We need to feel the tears, to shed the tears. We need to feel the pain to heal. And we need to manifest and meditate and love and come from a place of kindness, hopefully. There's so much anger and pain. And so I wish you a lot of luck. I think this is going to be a tough fall for all of us, but we are going to work collectively to raise the vibration, to help one another, and to help ourselves, because if we help ourselves, we'll help others better. So good luck, everybody, okay? And thank you very much, and take care of yourselves, okay? Take care.